The performance appraisal process. Who evaluates and how? Performance appraisal is a critical component of organizational management. It plays a significant role in employee development, motivation, and overall organizational success. Understanding the performance appraisal process, who is responsible for carrying it out, the various methods used, is essential for both managers and employees. The performance appraisal process. An overview. The process is a systematic evaluation of the employee's performance over a period of time. It involves setting performance standards, assessing actual performance against these standards, providing feedback to the employee, and planning for future performance. This process serves multiple purposes, including identifying training needs, determining rewards or promotions, and sometimes making decisions about terminations. Setting performance standards. The first step in performance appraisal process is setting clear, measurable, and achievable performance standards. These standards are typically aligned with the organization's goals and objectives. They serve as a benchmark against which an employee's performance is evaluated. Monitoring performance. Once performance standards are set, it is essential to monitor the employee's performance continuously. This involves regular observation, recording, and analysis of an employee's work. This ensures they meet the established standards. Evaluating performance. The evaluation phase is the core of the performance appraisal process. Here, the employee's performance is measured against pre-established standards. This evaluation is usually conducted through various methods, which will be discussed later in this section. Providing feedback. Feedback is a crucial element of the performance appraisal process. It involves communicating the evaluation results to the employee, highlighting their strengths and identifying areas for improvement, and then discussing future goals. Effective feedback should be constructive, specific, and timely. Planning for future performance. The final step in the performance appraisal process is planning for future performance. This involves setting new performance goals, identifying any additional training or development needs, and creating an action plan to enhance the employee's performance in the future. So who carries out the appraisal? The responsibility for conducting performance appraisals can vary. This depends on the organization's structure and the level of the employee being evaluated. However, it generally involves the following key players. The employee's direct supervisor. Their supervisor or manager are the ones most commonly responsible for carrying out performance appraisals. They have the closest working relationship with the employee and, therefore, they are well positioned to evaluate their performance accurately. Supervisors provide valuable insights into the employee's day-to-day activities, work habits, and overall contribution to the team. Peers. In some organizations, peers may be involved in the performance appraisal process, especially in team-based environments. Peer appraisals can provide a more comprehensive view of an employee's performance, particularly in areas like teamwork, collaboration, and communication. Self-appraisal is another method where employees evaluate their own performance. This method encourages self-reflection and personal accountability, allowing employees to identify their strengths and areas for improvement. Subordinates. In some cases, subordinates may also be asked to appraise their supervisors. This method, known as upward appraisal, provides insights into a manager's leadership and communication skills from the perspective of their own team members. External evaluators. These may be consultants. They could be brought in to conduct performance appraisals, particularly in situations where an objective third-party perspective is required. This is common in executive-level appraisals or when an organisation undergoes some significant changes. Methods of performance appraisal. There are several methods of performance appraisal, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. The choice of these methods depends on the organisation's goals, the nature of the job, and the level of the employee being appraised. We have raised some of these in a previous video. The 360-degree feedback. This method involves collecting feedback from multiple sources, including supervisors, peers, subordinates, and sometimes even clients. This method provides a well-rounded view of an employee's performance, capturing different perspectives and offering comprehensive insights. Rating scales. These are one of the most common performance appraisal methods. Employees are evaluated on various job-related criteria using a predefined scale, such as a numerical rating or descriptive terms such as excellent, good, fair, poor, etc. This method is straightforward and easy to administer, but it can be subjective and prone to biases. Management by objectives. This is a goal-oriented method where specific, measurable objectives are set collaboratively by the employee and their supervisor. The employee's performance is then evaluated based on their achievement of these objectives. MBO is highly effective in aligning individual performance with organizational goals. Behavioral observation scales. These scales involve observing and rating the frequency of specific behaviors that are critical to the job. This method focuses on actual behaviors rather than general traits, making it more objective. However, it requires continuous monitoring and can be time-consuming.